Ah.
How are you this morning? Oh, seems to be an okay morning.
Yeah, I'm barely okay. My neck has been hurting for like the last couple of weeks and creating some, it's quite sciatica, some problems in my left. And my hip is hurting. So if I sit down, that's
Perfectly all right.
perfectly all right. And I wanted to be here, so I wasn't not going to come, but yeah, yeah,
Well, we're glad to have
body is off.
You need a cushion to make the chair.
No, yeah, actually, right now it's like I can feel myself on this little soft thing. Thank you. So right now I think I'm okay.
you. You can always have a pillow.
There are yes, I looked at them when I sat down and then thought, no, I'm doing okay.
Or you can grab the white.
Or I know that one looks. I'll for now. If I will. If
Take
things
care of
get
yourself.
off, yeah. So if I start moving furniture, don't pay no attention.
Okay. All right. All right. I don't forget to mention it. There's no class for the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
um,
wrote that in my calendar.
Whited it out on the wall calendar.
after New Year,
Afternoon.
I need a break.
Yes, you do.
So, questions? Reports? Conundrums? Doesn't have to be any.
Nothing deep.
Nothing too.
I think, and I said this last Thursday, so I'll say it in this class. And there's quite a really nice connection between this class and Thursday's class, particularly now.
Yeah.
Um,
There is right at the moment.
right at the moment. That doesn't happen all the time.
It won't.
And I'm sure you have promised us nothing, David. Yes, I understand. But it enriches, it enriches a kind of understanding.
Yeah.
That's helpful. I also really appreciated your you sent a Facebook post out a couple of days ago, yin and yang. I think that was you, right?
Everybody seemed to really like that one.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was like, oh, yeah, okay. I took a picture of it to keep it. Yeah. It just all in whatever ways, we can kind of grasp and hold these concepts.
Yeah.
I find enriching and yeah. It improves my practice, deepens my practice.
Yeah. Good. Well, in that case. So now ideally you have a stable mind.
I'll okay, right?
Stop right there.
It will come.
That's a prerequisite.
No, it's more a goal.
That's a goal. That's right.
But you want to get to where your mind can just sit on your mind. And then you start noticing the difference between what inside you is of a more permanent nature. And we're not discussing permanent right at the moment because you don't actually get to permanent until you really get to emptiness. And then you get permanent.
Or die.
So before then, you get close. It would be like it is with money. You're not a billionaire, but no one is going to be really unhappy if you only have 100 million. But that's different than getting the whole way there. It's not the same thing. So you want your mind on your mind, and we're going to go through this again. So we're going to do very much the meditative practice we did last week, which can be done either seated or standing. So whichever you prefer is up to you.
Carol doesn't want to fall asleep. Something about
Well-
Steven. Are we ready for this?
Yes. And that's really great. I have had several students who found that they really only effectively could do a practice like this standing. So you're just fine. So wherever your structure, your back straight, feet flat on the floor. And really for a moment, focus on your breath. And really try to allow your longevity breathing to establish as fully throughout your body as possible. So where is your mind? What is it? Is it in your nose, in your chest, or in your brain or your heart? Your genitals, your ear? Where is your mind? Very simple, really not a complex question. When a thought comes and a thought goes, where is the mind this happens from? Gets more and more subtle. You're looking for something that is both incredibly subtle and incredibly concrete at the same time. And the purpose of this is to make the subtle concrete to you, so you know what it is. You're not in any doubt about it. You're not confused about it. You're not wondering about it. Once that happens, you can start doing something with it. But before then, you can't. It just is something in you, but not something you can get access to. What is it? What is it? This mind is letting you know if you are seeing this or not. But the thing that you're looking at, the thing that you're recognizing, is not your conscious mind. Conscious mind looks at a wall, and the wall is not your conscious mind. So what is it? It become calm. You're able, and you could do this regularly. This would be the point that you start dissolving from. In Buddhist Tantra, for example, they start from emptiness. And then you make your visualization and let it go back to emptiness. But the Taoists think this is shooting a bit too high, certainly in the beginning. They just want you to recognize the stability inside you. Because from the point of view of Taoism, until you start getting the complete experience of dissolving all the way to emptiness, again and again, you wouldn't recognize it if it came up to you and hit you with a baseball bat. And people just make a picture in their mind about what it was. And actually, that does work for some people. I'm not going to say it doesn't. You don't need to go as far as emptiness, because the Taoist proposition is only do at least what is real to you. If emptiness is not real to you, what are you using it for? You're not even sure if you're using it or not. And this can lead to all sorts of tripping out and hallucinations. Now, if you can recognize what this thing is that your mind is on, that is a good point to dissolve from. That's a good point at which to create a visualization. Because the least you're going to know about this is you're in your subconscious. And there is a difference between your conscious and your subconscious. So although at the very least, what happened is that you have recognized your unconscious with your conscious mind. And you're starting from there. Because the Taoists basically have the opinion that if you're going to work truly with emptiness as a regular ongoing thing, as opposed to an aspiration, you need to have really helpful if you've moved into the heart mind. Because the truth is, to resolve most of what bothers a human being that really requires emptiness, you don't really need until after your unconscious mind is fairly free and open. Because otherwise, much of what you think is in the sky are just floating spirits, whatever. Most of that's coming from your unconscious mind. If you want to go beyond that, get that first. Then the heart mind is more the doorway to real emptiness. As opposed to the idea of emptiness. So this is a minor structural difference between Buddhism and Taoism. Just in terms of how to do what they do. The viewpoint. It's all about don't aim too high if you don't want to fall too low. If you can actually do it, then there's no problem. If you can't, then maybe it's better if you don't push it. So that's a different perspective. But at the end of the day, this is only to help you in the service of what? Making your mind stable. And then how you're going to use a stable mind to get further. If you start feeling sleepy, take the crown of your head. Do what you can to raise it up. You keep your brain and yourself more awake. As your head starts to collapse, your nerves start to shut down. As your nerves start to shut down, you start to fall asleep. Very simple flow chart. Now rub your hands together until they feel warm. And hold them over your eyes, relaxing your eyeball and then the optic nerve. And then close whenever you're ready. I want you to do a flow of gods. I really want you to endeavor to be aware of where you are in this practice. Can your mind stay on your mind as you practice? Is your mind stable? And can you maintain awareness of your heart mind? And do you have any awareness of emptiness at all? So it just depends where you are. There is no right or wrong. And just try to be aware of where you have progressed to. How was that?
Mm.
What did you understand about your mind when you did that?
Because I'm in pain, I was trying, I just needed to wipe out any thinking of my body. And the like, so just try to get into deep relaxation, which really brought the energy up. At one point, it just out of my unconscious mind, I guess, I just heard body, no body.
Mm.
And then by the time I got to 6, I just felt like the energy was just moving me. You know, because as it went up, I just felt like it was kind of a no effort.
Uh-huh. Good.
Because it was moving me. So it was really, the pain was a gift here because I'm not sure I would have gone there without kind of feeling the necessity to do that in order to get through it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah.
And you were moving with very appropriate small movement.
Mm.
It was very, but I could see the energy.
Yeah. And I was slow. I felt slower than usual.
Mhm.
Sometimes I speed up because of the pain or because, if I don't get,
Yeah.
and instead it was not conscious. It was the energy bringing it back. Yeah, I also could feel my etheric body more than I usually do.
Oh,
It's interesting. Yeah, particularly in 5 and 6.
mhm. Good.
Yeah.
So what did that say about the stability of your mind?
Mm. I felt like I got there with less effort than usual. I don't know what usual is, but I don't even know what usual is, right? Yeah, but I mean, sometimes I struggle with, thinking. I think at one point I remember thinking, okay, to get things out of my mind, I have to think of all buckets outside that are full of all the things I keep thinking about. And they're not allowed in the room. I didn't have to go there I didn't feel like I had to fight that. It was more of, instead of that, that negative where we're like, oh, we have to get rid of, we have to do these with it, instead it was just to focus on the spirit, focus on settling your mind, focused on that kind of stability. Don't think about your neck might hurt here or whatever. So,
Mhm.
yeah, but really moving more to the positive than the negative.
Good. And
Well, I'm not sure exactly how it relates to the mind or the heart mind, but I noticed how different it is these days, as opposed to the days when I was concentrating most on how 2 was different from 3, 2 was different from 5, this, that, the other thing. And this morning I was just realizing that it's really all the same thing. And so there's a sameness as opposed to a difference that's now inhabiting my practice. um, so that it's a matter of just folding in and folding out, and the twisting goes on, and the lengthening goes on, and I found myself not paying much attention to, no, that's going to come out wrong. um, the way the energy was moving was different from posture to posture, but the whole body movement, I think, was in place, and that was the sameness throughout. I don't know whether that makes any sense.
No, that's good. That seems like progress, definitely. Bill or Carol, anything?
For some reason today, I think the moving into more the yin and the twisting in and going, bringing the energy down. My mind, I seem just more uh, less blockages and more dissolved through the body, and was able to relate to the mind. I had this image of flowing with the flow of the energy as the energy mostly coming down. But coming up, I was feeling energy, but I didn't, maybe it's less dissolved or something. It's more energetic, but less fluid, if that makes sense. But it was different for having this sort of yin thing be more powerful
Mhm.
and more energetic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened today, but that's what happened.
Well, yin and yang do feel different. And so I think that's a good thing. And often we have difficulty sensing yin because our mind says that it's less powerful, but you didn't let that get in the way.
It just happened. I wasn't trying to move anything
Right.
out of the
No.
way. I mean, I was thinking about dissolving a lot because when I feel tension, that's a good way to have that not happen. I said, uh,
Good.
but the mind flow, we're trying to put your mind in it. I thought my mind was not synonymous with, but it was sort of in the same space as the energy. It was moving. So,
Oh, good. Which is ultimately where it belongs.
Right.
you know, it belongs all over the place. That would describe my mind.
Good.
Yeah, I resonate with the way you're expressing it differently than I did, but similar to what I was trying to say, I think. Yeah.
As often happens, I get tangled up in the words, what the words mean.
Mm,
So the word mind should be in the brain, but that's not where I'm stable. If there's a point of stability, it's here, and it's the combination of that solar plexus cavity and the dantian that is if there's any place that's stable, that's where it is.
That's good.
And so I was able to notice the marks that came through, but it was up here, and I said, okay, well, that's not important.
right. We're not focusing there right now, so.
The mind is not the brain.
No,
But there's a difference between knowing that intellectually and kind of getting caught in the words. We get that, but.
And this is,
it was nice to just, okay, forget the word. What feels stable
yeah,
is
good.
is here, and
Yeah.
where am I going to touch in and base and stability?
Yeah.
It's not going to be up here.
No, and
No,
I
it's
had
not.
the same battle sometimes. And this image came to me early on of kind of this. And as opposed to the either or, which sometimes I'm playing with, like, oh, it's not here, it's, you know, it was just kind of like there was just this hole. I didn't overthink it because I was trying not to think.
Good.
But yes, but still, it's just that kind of came as it's in there. Yeah. And you're here, and yeah, interesting.
Good.
We're all sharing our thoughts about knowing it.
Well, there's no way for for me to describe it in concrete terms.
I understand. Yeah.
And so each person has to be aware in their own way, in their own body.
Yes.
Good.
Is are words like attention or intention closer to mind than, problem solving and thinking is to brain?
Yes. There are different levels of intention. We have certainly very concrete brain-oriented levels of intention, but intention eventually begins to relate to the heart mind, and then of course it is not related to the brain at all. Because the heart mind is not, and I think that combination was developed on purpose. It is not the heart brain, it's the heart mind. And so we're talking about that mind that we're trying to relate to. So it's and we're trying to get to the heart mind, certainly. That's it. A full awareness of the heart, mind, and emptiness work together. Ultimately, you can't have one without the other. Not a full awareness without. So something to play with over the holidays in your spare time. So I hope you all have wonderful holidays, and if you're traveling, travel carefully and safely, and we'll look forward to seeing you in January. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah. Good holidays.
See you all next year.
That's right. See you.
That's it.
There's something about relaxing.
What is the Chinese word for heart mind?
Xin. XIN.
It is, we're so intellectual, right? That it's hard to, you're trying to suss it out based on concepts you already have, which doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, it's really important in this practice, and I think, one of the things I thought about is I don't read the Tao Te Ching as often as I should, but it's time to pull it back, and I pulled it out not that long ago for something else, just to kind of, it's such a good reminder of the foundation, right? It helps me understand what when you say you can't really talk about it, if you don't really have words, it's like, what? Like when I first started reading it many decades ago. It's like, what? On the other hand, I think, having been raised in deep Catholic theology, I get that too. Because there is a universal truth to what
Mm,
can't be understood.
Yep.
That there are things that can't be understood.
yeah. One thing I did want to say to you, Carol, is you have eliminated virtually all of the popping up in movement two, which I thought was a really good thing because it sort of had seemed to get stuck with you. So.
Gotcha.
Sometimes
So.
we make progress and we're not quite aware of it ourselves.
Um,
It's coffee
Or-
break time. No, just kidding.
Well, can you move enough to do any?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I got through that. Like I said, I was really focused on kind of body, no body, or it just came to me and it was like, oh, okay. I didn't do a lot of reform this week because of my body. So I
yeah.
focused on the other aspects of things. Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to. I mean, I went to the chiropractor yesterday, but maybe I need more. Maybe I also need a break and then we'll see.
Did you do Dragon Tiger?
Mhm.
Try number 2.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing a bit of that kind of thing anyway, but not. I don't think
And
yeah.
when it finally sunk in that the elbow is making a circle.
Yeah, because I can
Yeah.
really feel it at times, not right now, but I can really feel it in my elbow, both my elbows, although this one mostly, obviously.
Good.
That's when you're like, oh, good, I understand the connections now. Okay, you can go away now, pain. Why does my neck hurt and my elbows are going? They are. I mean, really, at times I'm like, oh my God, it's intense. Yeah, thank you. That's a good suggestion.
I just relearned that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I've been a while back.
That's a difficult movement to do for some people.
Oh, yeah.
So it's understandable, but it is a wonderful
Mhm.
Well, when I finally sunk in, the elbow was doing the circle business here.
Mhm.
Or I guess it's this way.
it's amazing what
Yeah, no, that's a good reminder. Yeah, no, I've done all that and I have to kind of brush it off, but I've got papers to brush off too.
Did you do any shoveling with this last snow?
No, I didn't actually.
Good.
I was in New York when it happened, so I didn't have to.
that's good.
Yes. Yeah, Rick did, and then oh shoot. You know what?
What?
When I came home, I took the train out of Westbrook, and you just reminded me of what may be part of the problem. I took the train out of Westbrook, and I left it there overnight in the train station. And when I came back, it was covered in snow, and I had to get the snow off. There was nobody around. It was an empty parking lot. And I had the top of a cup of a hot, because I'd had some hot coffee in the car when I drove down, and it was like a thick top. And that kind of got part of it. And then I'm like, how am I going to get it off the roof? There's like almost 4 inches of roof. And I managed to get the trunk open and find a metal piece this big that was the top of an easel. And I used that. But I was stretching and having to push.
Yeah.
I mean, to get, and that might have, because it wasn't as bad. But the combination of like walking around with heavy bags, I bet that is it. So I didn't shovel. But
that's why your lower back is okay, but
that's
Yeah.
right. And the hips hurt because of the steps. Like I'm pretty sure of that, but I bet that. I mean, I had that problem it did start a couple weeks ago, but I bet that exacerbated it. There was for myself.
Sounds like
And
you
it's
need
time to
a,
put brush in the car.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what,
let me just say that last winter I didn't drive this car. The car that died is the one I drove. Rick took the stuff out of that car and I thought he put it in this car, but I don't know what he did with it. And, yeah, I didn't think about it as I was trying to get to the train in the morning, so. Yes, but on the other hand, this thing was probably longer than the brush. But there was still a lot of snow and it needed some heavy scraping, so I wasn't flying in the face of the ar behind me or whatever.
Yeah.
I did try to drive around the parking lot at one point thinking, will it get off by itself? If anybody was watching me, they would have been like, what is this? But it didn't come off by itself. So I bet that is part of it.
so,
Okay, all right. So I think I will sit and watch. Or not, yeah, I just kind of feel like I need to, because my hips do hurt a bit.
that's
I don't want to exacerbate that, but anyway, we have questions. How far are you doing the whole second paragraph?
When I practice, yeah. This week I don't seem to have any questions. I haven't done it for the last couple of days. Yesterday I had this errand I've been wanting to get done in Old Saybrook, so. Okay, I can spend another hour doing my exercises and my Tai Chi, or I can go to Old Saybrook.
So you got to Old Saybrook.
sometimes that's the
It's
choice
either
you have
or.
to make.
You have to do what you gotta do. I had 2 early doctor's appointments this week. That kind of gets in there.
Yeah,
I don't. I mean, I think I do really wanna, I mean, I am taking a break and this is part of what I enjoy doing in a break, so. Really hoping to. Yeah, practice more of both the first and second.
well, it's fine. I'm not trying to make you do it. I'm just,
No, but no. We're here to learn, we're here to
yeah.
get deeper into it, so.
Well, I have to say up through probably wave hands. The opening and closing is pretty clear. I don't, they're not.
Right.
After that, there are some
There's
spots
some
where
spots, yeah, well, even before that. The play peepaw and then
yep,
and
yeah.
and I was doing that. Well, it's clear over here. We have an opening once I get over there.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
was a
so-
little-
Uh-huh.
a little-
I like that one.
I did.
Oh, I-
Yeah.
I do too. It's just that
Because it's so different and it doesn't repeat itself and it goes into it the same way we go into so many other things, and then we're like, whoa.
So, I'm just gonna do it facing you, so that
Okay.
you can see what I'm doing. So when we've turned, we've gone to, we
Mhm.
brush knees. And then
all in focus.
focus out in
Mhm.
I have
out.
been working on that. I'm actually being more conscious of that throughout this part.
And then
Play people to the side.
I know I did this form this morning.
It's always hard to start it in the middle. I bet you didn't start here though.
No, I didn't start.
Right.
Funny thing, no. That it's in on the rise, which is really hard because our mind says you don't go up on in. But the closing is up and then open going down and close and open. And then you gotta close all the way around
Mhm.
until you open.
Mm.
So the close on the rise. And then the little step forward is the open.
Yeah, step, pull down, that's obviously an open. And then there's a short in and out. And then you got
and
it
then you-
Uh-huh.
all the way around.
Yeah, I think I was just, okay, got it open there, and on this, close.
Well, it is.
Yeah, it's one of those
You put a little
turns.
short open and close in there in the middle of
Oh,
it.
well, there are two pull downs.
Oh, yeah, okay. There is,
Although,
there is
I mean-
an interim. It was this,
yeah,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
there is another posture before you, but I don't remember what we called
um,
it. It doesn't matter.
don't
Yeah.
ask me now.
I don't, yeah. I'm-
Usually I would,
Yeah.
but yeah. So you in, step, out, in, out.
Mm.
So you have both an in and an out on that arc, on that rising arc. So it's really in as you're coming up and out as you're going across the top. So this would be like a throw.
Mhm.
Would that,
That helps, yeah.
any other spots?
Nothing leaps out.
Well, I hope you have a great holiday.
Great.
Yeah.
And you too. Are you just hanging?
So we're just hanging.
Yeah, us too.
And not being invaded by any of it.
No.
Oh, I hope you have a good holiday with John.
Thank you.
Was he-
He's been doing, well, he ran out of his pain pills
Uh-oh.
and he was, the 10 days was Sunday. So he didn't call on Friday,
Yeah.
and the person he needs to call isn't there on Monday.
Oh.
So he called the general office and they said, oh, well, 24 to 48 hours.
Oh,
So I haven't heard, my phone's telling me that they got, that there's something there. I'll check it as we leave, and we're right there at the pharmacy where we bought cars, so I will go.
Right. It's
I'll go in and see it. Did you get this yet? Can I stay here until you do?
a couple of times with my blood pressure medicine, I had that trouble of just like, somehow they couldn't get it. And so it's like, now I'm really super vigilant about how much do I have left? And if it's not an automatic, sometimes they are, but sometimes they're not.
This is never automatic.
Because it's pain pills. Yeah.
yeah.
And it's not just the pain, it's also the restlessness.
Oh,
So he has to get up and do weights, but if he's in so much pain that he can't stand,
how do you?
how
Yeah.
Right. And then
and
that
hasn't
will
figured
affect
out a
the
way to do
restlessness.
any kind of weight things, because it's mostly restless arms for him, thank goodness, I guess. We haven't figured out a seated exercise that does the work well.
Oh, geez.
So it's been an
Well-
interesting few days.
Yeah, say the
Mm.
least. Well, but I actually have been doing pretty well, very well.
Excellent.
And Jane, unfortunately, I don't know whether you knew she's going to have thumb surgery
Oh.
January 22nd. And
Well, her thumb's got a pretty good workout for a lot of
yeah, it
years.
did.
Oh, yeah.
And but it's bone on bone now.
Oh.
Extremely painful.
So what can they do?
Oh, they
Take the bone.
they rebuild the joint in
It's
effect.
amazing what they do, isn't it?
Yeah. And but it's a year recovery.
Oh, really?
Well,
Oh,
she'll be out of the she had the first, I don't know, some kind of, she's in a sling
mhm.
to begin with for 2 weeks, and then they put her in a cast for 2 weeks. And then if it has healed enough, she gets out of the cast and into PT.
Mhm. Right.
And
And everything working again.
yeah.
Is it her dominant arm?
No, fortunately it's
Thank
not.
God. But still.
She would soon have another dominant arm.
Yes.
Yes. So
I'm working with somebody who just had shoulder surgery and he can only work with one and he has to do a lot of typing. And he's like, oh God. Yeah, you just have to adjust, but it's not easy.
it's not easy, no. It's tough.
You can dictate, especially.
Yeah, I
if
don't
you're
know
on
why.
Apple.
And he knows he's a very high-tech person. He also is a complainer. So
Oh dear.
sometimes I think, come on, Eric, you could do better than this, or his spouse is also in this organization and he could, I'm sure she would be, anyway.
I'm gonna go eat that.
Oh, God.
Oh. Well, hope you-
Shut the, are you still recording this, Janet?
Oh. Yes. Well, I hope you feel better.
I do too. It's interesting. I had totally forgotten that work I'd done on the roof of the car.
Uh-huh.
In terms of in relationship to this,
Yeah.
that may have just exacerbated.